Hello everyone, it's Scott here from AnimeBlurayUK, and today I'll be unboxing the UK limited edition Blu-ray and DVD combo pack release of Trigun Stampede, which was released into the UK via Crunchyroll. So to start off with, we'll take a closer look at the actual outer packaging. And start with, we have the front cover, which as you can see features some really cool artwork of Vash. And behind the artwork of Vash, we have the text Vash there, and most likely hidden behind the artwork would say Stampede. Now, we do also have as well the Trigun Stampede logo and the BBFC logo, but this is actually on a piece of card that folds around the actual art box, so you'll not have any information on the art box itself. The art box is solely for artwork. On the spine, we have some Vash artwork, the Trigun Stampede logo, as well as the usual logos you come to expect, such as Crunchyroll, Toho, Blu-ray, and DVD. On the top of the box, you'll also find another Trigun Stampede logo. So here we have the back of the packaging, and this outlines what's included inside this limited edition release of Trigun Stampede. And as mentioned before, all of this information is printed onto a little bit of cardboard that's glued to the back of the box. So if you don't want this information, you can easily peel it off and have a clean artwork on the back of your art box. So this limited edition release of Trigun Stampede contains a Project Seeds patch, a Jeneora Rock drink coasters, of which there are two of, a 12 by 18 inch copy of the Bernardelli Times, which is basically the art book, and 3 art cards. In addition to that, you'll also get bonus features on the Blu-ray disc. In this case, include behind the scenes production cast interviews, CG making a video, a promo video, some commercials and trailers, as well as textless opening and closing songs. And then underneath that, we have a breakdown of all the technical details you'd come to expect from a Blu-ray and DVD release of this kind. In this case, all 12 episodes on 2 Blu-ray discs and 2 DVD discs, with the audio in English and Japanese, with the subtitles being in English. Additionally, you'll also notice that the Blu-ray discs are region A and B, and the DVD discs are region 1, 2, and 4. And here's a quick peek of what we get inside the actual art box. In this case, we have a Blu-ray case holding the Blu-ray and DVD discs, a small box holding the goodies, which will be the patch, art cards, and coasters, and then another part will be the actual art book. So, with that tour of the outer packaging done, let's try and get this cellophane wrapping removed. And interestingly, this particular item, it is the really strong, hard plastic, so it's quite hard to actually tear off without using scissors or getting into without potentially damaging the art box. So be careful when opening. Now that we've got the cellophane wrapping removed, let's take a tour around the outer packaging. So we have the front cover, we have the top, we have the bottom, we have the spine, which has that really cheeky artwork of Vash, and then we have the back cover. And as you mentioned before, there is a little cardboard that's stuck to the back of the box where you can peel off to remove more artwork. But in this case, I'm going to leave it in place as I don't want to end up damaging it, which I've done before with Both Fury. But I think they use more safer glue now than they did before. So first up out of the box is the Bernardelli Times art book. So this is designed and presented like a very large newspaper, ones that you probably find in old westerns or back in America in the very early days, where they had massive papers where you used to hold them very high up in the air in order to read. So we have the back cover that has artwork of Vash, and the front cover which has this lovely lady on the front. And as you can see, it says No Man's Land Broadcast Magazine, Volume 56, special feature, the truth about the Boomerhole Typhoon, and some other bits of information on the front. And once you open it up, it will look like an actual newspaper, and all of the information here is basically information about Trigun Stampede, the anime series, the cast and crew interviews, director interviews, production staff interviews, and additional bits of artwork. And it's basically the art book of Trigun Stampede. Now, again, I really think it's cool that they've tried to sort of mimic and reflect what it's like having this newspaper in your hand as if it was in the series or back in the olden days. But at the same time, it's not very practical to read. I really do prefer just the standard size art book. And it reminds me of the art book / newspaper that came with Spy Family Limited Edition, where it has a lot of cool information in there and it looks cool, but in terms of being able to actually read it easily, it's not as good. But it's still pretty cool nonetheless. And that newspaper is held together inside this little fold-out piece of cardboard. So once you fold it all back up, it would go inside there to easily go back into your box. But again, if you're opening it and closing it and opening and closing it over and over again, over time it will sort of expand. Next up, we then have the rest of the limited edition contents, which are stored neatly inside this little cardboard box. So in here you'll find the pouch, the coasters, and the art cards, all of which are neatly tied away inside. So here we have the 2 coasters. So these are just basically beer mat coasters that you usually see in pubs and bars and things like that. And sometimes they're giving away as free bonus items at conventions and things like that. They're pretty cool. Might get used as actual coasters because that's what they're there for. The next item we then have up is the Project Seeds patch. So you'll be easily able to attach this to like your bag or coat or jumper, depending on the material. And you can sort of show your enthusiasm for Trigun Stampede. Yet again, pretty cool item to have. It's not something you usually see included inside limited editions, and it's nice to see Crunchyroll sort of thinking outside the box and giving different items rather than just art cards, art book, soundtrack. But speaking of art cards, here are the 3 art cards included with Trigun Stampede limited edition release, all of which are the 3 main characters, I'd guess, of this particular series. So of course we have Vash the Stampede. And they have sort of a metallic reflective surface to them as well, so they do shine a little bit in the light. And each card has artwork on the front with the name and then the relevant logos on the back. So that was Vash. And then next we have Nicholas. And as you can see, you got your standard character artwork, a bit of background that's related to that character, and then their weapon that they sort of use within the series. So each card sort of feels unique to them. It's not just artwork on a plain bit of card. Even the other side has additional materials that they didn't really need to do, but it just shows that uniqueness of each card that you get inside this particular set. And then finally we have the Blu-ray case that holds the Blu-ray and DVD discs of the series. And interestingly, the actual artwork being used on the limited edition is different to that of the standard edition. First of all, the standard edition includes a carded sleeve that has different artwork, and more noticeably that the inlay sleeve is completely different between the 2 editions, both on the outside and the inside. So here is the limited edition Blu-ray case for Trigun Stampede. On the front cover we have Vash, and then on the spine we have a Trigun Stampede logo, and then on the back cover we have Millions. Now this artwork actually goes all the way around the actual Blu-ray case, and I'll show you that later on. But first of all we have the discs, and first up is disc 1 of the Blu-ray, which features episodes 1 to 8, and then we have disc 2 of the Blu-ray on the left, which features episodes 9 to 12 and the bonus features. Disc 1 in purple on the right is of the DVD version, and that features episodes 1 to 6. And then finally, we have the second DVD disc, which has episodes 7 to 12. Now, you'll notice that the Blu-ray and DVD discs are all different colours and all feature different artwork, which is vastly different to how Crunchyroll usually do things with DVD and Blu-ray discs being the same colour. So here you can see the actual inlay artwork, and as you can see there's some inside artwork featuring this really cool futuristic environment, most likely a Vash walking into the city, and then on the outside you have Vash and Millions. So that's pretty much what you can expect to receive from the UK limited edition Blu-ray and DVD combo pack release of Trigun Stampede, which is now available in the UK via Crunchyroll.